no joining me in the studios no Mr. Obed Ahen ono where communication director, former communication director edema NDC Amanyoko no ewo Bosonche Sanso na Mr. Honorable Frank Dankwa na friend Frank Joy ono so ewa hawaye former communication team member edema NPP Amanyoko no ewo Bosonche na sabra no kase wo honorable pa the second term na wo twegu no ho aha okopiem wo apenkra ono na wo assembly member ewo ho ofiri Bosomtwe enso wote asafo ana ono so odi djuma na mpanfo yi adawroma ye nyina ye ka bom ye djumadi no e de abrel so da me ka betimi join ye live wo Facebook Star Plus TV na wa show no live sanso na o nkrampuni mantam so a digital television no so ye da so live wo ho no mo sanso so na wo asante mantam so a baby a champion TV on ho obetimi enya ho yeguso a yebo mode ka ne mesia ni say multi TV decoder no so wasante mantem a won obetimi enya bi na won so wache ene yebedi nkomo na obi bisa say ene commander hefa ena yedi yani ehwe ene yedi yani echire mu ewo ND Samanyoko no emu eno kra ne ade edika yehwe enrada press conference chenche e ba so a concern BVD machines ahodo bia omususu say ayira no eno yebedi hu nkomo ewo dwumadie yi eso eno na general secretary edema NDC Amanyoko no fifi koite wachiremu akansem bibira eno omo esre ehu yebedi hu nkomo ewo dwumadie so sanso na akopiem ewo transport ministry ho no ma ene said the American no kata ababonte a kire se wu driver ni bi na se driver ni no wo charge e ma ne bro so a ye nche no yebedi hu enkomo kageti ama no se omope oba se running mate ema baomia na manfo so bisa se edie na esi baomia ho kwan se obebo ni tua pan mudin ene honorable Frank Joy ha obechiri mo bema ye key ni nyina ama ye nyina yate ase ma me go studio B na me ma ye na yen panel no akwaba Emra Studios Mr. Frank honorable anapay good morning
minya
na bibia boko de
radiadum yate ase
ye share ya che
Papa, you share say there.
Pa, onkropo na dum ya saba mfra me. Ebire bi atwam no na. Honorable Obed Ahen. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Commander.
Say bibia boko. Ana we be o microphone kakra ama me na aha.
Oba de adaruma. Bia Nyakopo gusu shirai. Ya tamfo na ebre.
Sao.
So mama bo de no na chese.
Sa.
Ghana for
say endi Amanyoko de mu boko de.
Mu boko. So ori chia. Sisi ope Amanyoko e mu dwo. E wo the whole Africa. Endi Amanyoko. Ya nnyoma gugu na kwam. Wano. Wo say the set piece now.
Sao. Sa
na commander me na me kan jiro e video ko
all right eno honorable Obed Ahen wono we former communication director edema NDC Amanyoko no ewo Bosomtwe ena wote ne kan me sha se dia na me sha se edi efi honorable Frank Joy wona ansa na no yenko tie se die NDC Amanyoko no omo press conference no esi ekoye ne ensem ahodo a omo de etu dwa efa BVD machines ahodo a ira ye ewo isi akache na omususu ekire se omo be sere se yebenya independent body na waye investigations ewo sansemi mu na omo to aso kire mu ekase se de enema bia ekoso ewo electoral commission na kache no ase wo ye adwuma ede ama Amanyoko bi se video na ye ready yenhwe se de press conference no esi ekoye na yentie emu ensem no ebi
leading this country about. Here is the alarming revelation, ladies and gentlemen. Not only do we have stolen components of biometric voters registration, BVR kits, on our hands, but we also are dealing with missing biometric verification devices, BVDs. This disclosure was made at the IPAC meeting on Tuesday, April 9, 2024, by the Electoral Commission when they briefed stakeholders on the Commission's biometric equipment. Regarding the missing and unretrieved biometric verification devices, BVD, the NDC indicated at the IPAC meeting that many of the questions raised about the stolen components of the registration kits apply to the BVDs. Specifically, Ghanaians also needed answers to the following questions about the missing BVDs. Now the remaining 7 questions. Question 29. Have all unretrieved missing BVDs been returned to the EC headquarters? 30. What are the serial numbers of these BVDs? 31. Which polling stations were the BVDs deployed to? 32. What are the names of the persons who were in charge of the BVDs when these BVDs were last deployed to polling stations? 33. What are the protocols for the deployment of BVD to polling stations? 34. Were these protocols adhered to in respect of the missing BVDs? 35. Who has personal responsibility for the safe custody and return of BVDs deployed to polling stations? In light of these bizarre circumstances, it is imperative that the Electoral Commission addresses these urgent and critical questions immediately. The inaction and lack of transparency we've observed are not only unacceptable, but deeply concerning. We, the National Democratic Congress, NDC, along with the citizens of Ghana, immediately demand prompt and comprehensive responses to the questions we have laid out. Now, let me address a matter of grave concern regarding the technical and security implications of the stolen or missing biometric equipment. Over time, some top officials and commissioners of the EC have made pronouncements that are not only weak and inadequate, but also indicative of a troubling lack of understanding of the complexities of electoral security and their broader implications by the very commissioners of the EC who are supposed to be knowledgeable and to act very appropriately. Now, the assertions that the laptops contain no EC information and therefore their theft poses no risk or impact apart from the financial loss was first made by Mr. Samuel Tete, Deputy Chairperson in charge of operations of the Electoral Commission. And this was repeated by Dr. Sribo Kweko, Director of Electoral Services, over the weekend on the Joy News File program, political program. Now, their claim is that the laptops are merely components of the BVR kits and can only interact or interfere with the EC's database system when they are activated with activation codes. Therefore, according to them, the stolen laptops will have no implications since no one will be able to activate them. Firstly, this erroneous narrative provided by Dr. Sribo Kweko and Mr. Tete in the attempt to justify their inactions over the theft case by suggesting that the stolen laptops are inconsequential betrays a worrying level of complacency. It reveals EC commissioners who lack a fundamental understanding of electoral integrity mechanisms and their security implications. Their assertions are not only weak and shallow, but also dangerously misleading and naive. The need for an activation code, while a critical layer of security, is not infallible. Therefore, the focus on activation codes as a sole line of defense illustrates a grave misunderstanding of cybersecurity principles.
All right, now I know the General Secretary Edema NDC Amanyokono. Fifi kwete na wote ne nka se enrada press conference ekoso ewo nkrambubuni mantemu ewo abankese mu NDC amanyuko no o matan ekese mu no na wote ye no ebi na ye beba studios na afa ye di nkomo na akopie mu ewo Facebook ho no ma amanfo eguso o mo hwe show no live ewo ho no mo Evelyn Owusu o say the program is going on well, keep it up Commander 1. Okay, me that say I'm really enjoying the show. And good work. And Francis J. Bafo Campo on also say or show no life. Ewo enkrampumpuni mantemu. So maybe I will be an ubetimi arrow comment no edia by working kind. Ewo jumedia you so edi amount. So na Alonso yes Steven Captain Junior or say Alonso and also show no life. And also I don't know. Maybe I will be an ubetimi edi also message edi aba. Yaw Bethy or say more fire commander ɛno nso ɛwɔ hɔ a also the message by bɛkenkan ɛwɔ dwumadie no so ɛde ama sɛ mekan no ɛyɛ Facebook live no ɛyɛ Star Plus TV Facebook live no ɛyɛ Star Plus TV saa nso na YouTube no nso ɛyɛ Star Plus TV GH na won so watimi adjoin the show no live ɛwɔ hɔ me cause to be na me starting free Honorable Frank Joy Abdona Freno Honorable Frank Danko Abdona Freno Frank Joy me freno Honorable Prekope Honorable pay yenhwe conference a press conference course so enrada won kramoponi mantemu wo ND Samanyuko no akache efa BVD machines ahodo bia omususu se ayira afom akodi ba bia electoral commission no enkamu no kre enfa nchiro mope ehu emuaye as Amanyuko NPP a wo ye Amanyuko ne ba ebi na de wa ma ha say omunti na ba na mum o ya Amanyuko ne ba ND Samanyuko no ekeka epushia akoba say isi no ne NPP Amanyuko no to kese se de be ya aba ebetu December 7th no krono bi ebekosugum oni omo ya adwen here press conference course enra da ihu e de be si say allegations ahodo ma ye nyina achi no oni Amanyuko no ya adwen e wo sa akwan so
yo menua commander medase bebre ne akwanya ode amame edi nka na mefa akwanya yesu na machia empanifo a wo bosomtwe ye ba MPP mu a ye honorable DC Dr. Kwesi Asumi a ono so boduma den se DC na me ba party chairman so honorable Adepoko Wikins ono so chama Bruni ba ko pe the whole Ghana ono nkwane consensus chama oye Bruni ono so boduma gidi sana mecha ni MP so I was education minister Dr. Wasaya Waduchum
the indefatigable
Ghana had your boni dia bia agini tumi say oye minister say you retire bia no ha megidi say obetimi atu no ene mpanimfo a omo hwe anopai me fa kwanya so eche obi bia na said okan no anopai mini ha in the name of MPP do me MPP ni my papa even campaign team yate no this year no oba me dimu tintima
say na aduma na we
and so when it comes to communication issues like that we have communication machinery ni officially mestre say your person program say go so officially let us write to the communication director no the person of Mr. Brubi our no asaya coordinator of PSHS Ashanti region na enye official
ono apro na so ye bi teacher ni a wo kire made
fine that is it in fees ono the but sir issues be now can because I think the communication team they have directions our communication which I'm not part of it.
All right, me that
say said you see introduce me assembly member for Apenkrado.
Oh yeah, now oh yeah, formal communication. Said the papa is formal communication.
They say was ashim.
On Kako is original. Okay.
Regional district. He has every right to talk as a communication
matter. Me that say.
By the antisan. Tianhwe honeso. Said the medinka kan ye da CP se bosom twen so. Akonya bi sei epiama ye na yenso ensem a efa bosomtwe ho na bima bosomtwe so afa ntoma pefre betimi yadi hu nkomo e wa hanen panimfo nso ate ye besre se monfa ne man tutu akwam na bibia so
bia be smooth
you na me ba issue na wo de tudwa no me se obaga na memu a obia wo kwan se bibi wo ho na eche na adwen a ono nso ekasafa ho eno abi na NDC ye no se edru abato afise ya na sembebre ne koso sabi obi hu se tafra kura twam a wose akura entino eno abi ana unim se propaganda de when it comes to propaganda NDC for a very omo yade they are mastered when it comes to propaganda enti we are think say is na babonten initially no omo say machines no is it BVD machines no any laptop in naira but is na babonten be chire mu say omo machine bia etisa and it's only the laptops about 5 laptops omo aba asa be chire mu say the laptop doesn't have any link with the BVD machines no unless it's connected to it and na data was na ebetimi massage ibibisa but as at now they don't see anything danger ebetimi dance so bi aba election December ye betra ban said ye NDC claim say ebema enwamu bi akoso na sa nyoma no NDC say I can see na beto yanim they should stop the Oma Ashasi and because M1 Serbia we are focused. And Fahone attention mo person mo draw eko baby no. It means shiki MPP da.
By honorable you Ghana ha bra e ma me shout to say bra no wo so. Ye kai demonstrations a whole do series of demonstrations of course so say yen register no enye bi wo mu a enye wo se sesa no that time no na NPP na munye focus on the election.
When it comes to register it's different from what we are talking about. What you say? Register ni ye sebe adia edi mu kese pa.
Esa information register no aso na transfer call DVD machines.
The machines DVD machines na omo kan no. Ebi bia anyrai. It is only their laptops.
Na ekoba ne say na 5 officials of the Electoral Commission say interdict wo.
Fine say asemo ba say the tell be anokure ebede no be na NDC e kan say yen set independent body bia ombetimi aye investigation ama nokure omu bia no sebe e ba na nka omontimi anya hu bibia ne aka say ne bibi osumase a omodi ACA ba say fine ya itadati om yan hwe yen set body bi no munya investigation na de be omu e be pia firi mu bia ne fa meto Ghana fo anim na ye hu say sebe is na adwuma na wo ye no odene ho sebe enye obi na Shenechi and no push ne said NDC can you have NDC winning elections be brave. Tiano Yanka and no money is no echo nakranana. What you say? Or Munyana is no emfa na adwen enye dwuma no because this is not the first time or more election. Or more yen who say Ghana elections when it comes to Africa election credible say ana yisi we answer you be pen. Ti sabe agrono anaba ana sabe say you feel so play football. Na say oh no wa anyere ho ammo na opponent shewa said we fan ko referee whereby referee diti awkra no wo de ayere ho
na ball
no say ekoto na team na obi ahunu say we ye go a sabe obi ntimi deny say wa she go na make answer na bia tisa etimesre NDC almost na game na ya shase no almost de omu say menua my introduction no okay be say a party mu adwopa with the whole world that say NDC or no dey kan sa
na RNPP mu nyo na
ono na eka
okay
ba ya oba minim de ntia wo ho a wo kan sa ba ya de we say the makan we are focused enye we no betimi the divert attention every election the break 8 need here e be breaking
okay. Now say NPP am going to break 8.
Sure, not two ways about that.
Say with the support of the ECU and answer without the support of the ECU.
Yeah, share adwuma ya ye. If I say 7 years ni. Na ye be bia to aso. Ghana for na anim. For what you say. EC they want your referee.
Okay.
Yeah, we are not relying on EC to win our elections. Adwuma pa ya me na so Ghana for ani no. Eno no mu gina so e dia to abama MPP. 88 ni the minya commander. I will assure you say MPP is breaking the 8. We are making history in Ghana here.
MPP is breaking the 8. We are making history in Ghana here. And honorable Frank Joy, where assembly member Edema, among for a war Apenka electoral area. And I was saying, can we MPP amanyukone back people? Oba campaign team. Ya power boss from Trihanma or a member of the campaign team. Oh no, Ella, what's it? Come remember Mr. Obed Ahena in the next 7 minutes. Mentor and Kanam Tin fa a press conference and this one you kui as a more Obia. Ya go konto kwa fedi I was saying I'm in pub or jam pub with Finn and Yalim Kodan. I said medical drawing tower a electioner and a basu December 7. Mr. Obed Sana a man for Biki Kasana Etiana.
Yo, Commander, but I'm share with you for. Na bencha egwukri wa ono moye adwuma meeting betra wa bra me nkasa from a party ho get it ye wo leadership of man in the affairs of the party internal pay mecha a free chairman equity executive members chairman ya bema
that wa bema ko
and obi bia o mata bia commander mecha no pay me wi na makọ me PC a Ebinsi Busumtwa Bakosimda, the youngest and then very industrious, PC, honorable engineer meet. David Awabi to Goriat, and the American Busumtwa. Benchana no pay, ye kochecha him for be Busumtwa. Okay. Promise hene more within the Contancy enclave. Okay. And no pay ye beko hon tiesre party baby as Oti and Canada or Bodum, yet match him from life. Commander, my tinsi issues no. You see, you say you are Frank Joy, eba so also for Ote Asafo. one tapping crack. Bosom trip, but me can't say where
Make it correct.
Me ba na make you correction. Why? Watch out.
Commander, the woman say bosom trip. MP are two about the MPP over the years. Nah, met me I say we are very lucky this time around because we have a regional minister coming from Bosom Tree. We have the education minister who doubles as what the MP of Bosom Tree. So they all can Chama Bruni Ifra Penkra, Ifra Penkra Quay. So what I say,
contract.
Your regional chairman. I will free Bosom Tree. And thinking some people are buying with dear commander and Bosom Tree attached that today. But is that what we see? Chairman Bruni Krum, a young cry, Honorable Frank Joy, a dim assemblyman. Omo quite to say, what is the state of their roads? You hear Bosom Tree Hanuma. Sena, almost see a man in your man, Bosom Tree. You see, yeah, Baba, but commander, you share issues now. We are talking about the credibility of the EC. We have had administrations Abako, ye Kai, ye Papa, Afrajan, ye be Charlotte say Edibai, Anna J Mensa and Swaba. Under her leadership as the EC chair. Papa, you know, whom you may be Brian Kosso, a way EC Horma. Gan and Nibia, what did question who's a new man Kosono? It has never happened before. Yet ya Anna Bra Omampany John Dramani Mahama. About 2016. Was it 2016? Yes. J Mensa Sabrenoe IE boss. Oliki questions I will busa IE debate. I say the man.
It was alleged and I say
Papa. It's not an allegation here. Confirmed.
Now, evidence to that.
Oliki, Oliki.
No,
if you can issue a disclaimer.
Okay. And
yes, you can issue a disclaimer.
Oliki questions.
Oliki questions.
Surplus television.
Yes.
Yes. Good.
Oliki questions. Edema, your papa, Akufo-Addo. Enwechi, your party boys are ya appointed woman, Dr. Piahene. Dr. Serebo Kweku. Yeah, we can count them. They are countless and they omkuta sensitive positions. Easy. They are known party boys, party communicators, party patrons. And with various tertiary institutions.
And on the mamu bohunana.
Because you are so. Yate Ghana hey. Commander. Yanti wa yabako se muda. Said there has been thievery and nabibisa ay koso easy. A state institution which is being guarded by state security. Commander, you're sorry I did you feel. When you are from joint me can't say no sorry ne pin cry down how much more a state institution you tia ubika say one say wo bo ban
say if you be a mensa
you see ansana kronphobia be kofiem no wo their target you see no kura no what has been their stand on this issue as someone ba be to odwafo fro no. What was their question? They said Omubi Bianyirai Anameboa. That was the first communique about Bontin.
Yes.
Actually, Omuso enye BVD ne BVR kits. Afe Omuso enye BVR ne laptops. Mere laptops. Commander. Yet ya Bosom Tree. So Honorable Frank Joy. Ebe suru nyame no aka no kra. We're here and the forms. Echo various secondary schools. I saw some in Bosom Tree here. Say in Kolana Omuwo secondary schools now when you're 18 no, they need their names for registration. I raised this alarm to my party here in Bosom Tree. Commander, and then if you did registration for all you know, and you know, Commander, it is working with some people. It is working for some people.
Okay.
And then until they have not been consistent on their stance. The machines are there working. Now, many guys say you're teaching crowdphobia, you're interdicting crowdphobia. Look, they are just mere formality. And every sound Ghanaian will begin to ask questions. Whose responsibility it is to safeguard Afidino? enti yo yen kasi interview mu commander, for all you know, the next 2 to 3 weeks you not see such people in Ghana. This current EC is not to be trusted, and we cannot trust the EC. Na commander ya ba ya tibi bida say EC bi ni pen kura no say bi aira yen my EC adwuma ansa na me wura into politics pen kura de ma ba de be adwuma no wia wo de sha de envelope de koma EC EC nya institution mo to ma de to twene kwa na yetimi ko wura EC headquarters for registration kit and there is a BVD device.
Na adentina munya botre na o ma interdict o munya investigations na response e ma bonten na yehu se aso no kuro bi o se
commander
bibi akrono bi akoso ansa na ma yes press conference
commander o se aso krono bi akoso me nyini se krono nkoso interdict bi so for easy to even take that step no
it say bibi
akoso yes, machines now soon for Subia unless it is being coded or whatever. I'm telling you, commander, the machines are working.
Okay.
And Ghanaians will not sit down.
It's a day now.
2024 elections, commander. A communal labor.
Okay.
I imagine man Ghana for you. A momo bonia ekoso. Yentiobia. Any can kebia momono. And no Ghana for Mumejuma at Tubu.
Okay.
And I am warning the MPP and the EC. Say they shouldn't do anything to undermine the mandates of Ghanaians.
Okay.
Ghana for say 2024 and beyond, yeah, the Ghana His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because one I be paying. Oba ihu do yemai omra meto aso atura mo be digu no atari fita nation hu fie no and na mo MPP for no a mawro edi answer man kan for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wasisi efie o Dubai we wi Ghana sika da koto foreign account mo ba ye. You have all this state security at your disposal. Baby, as somebody never found somebody nafo. In fear and so a conquer. Muntimi to be a one among. Excessive they were palpable lies. We have seen media men like you, Muke be and Neoma Pardon Domani Bahamacho.
All right, a brand team. Maybe be so. I mean, for Wincy or Sansi. Maybe be say, is there more a press conference? Eddie and some actual Montaigne.
Sure.
More per response a free wine hole.
Commander. Yamagana for you,
okay.
In Siwa. We have international organizations that monitor the affairs of the EC.
Okay.
So EC no autonomous, but when hosa and we know the necessary steps will be taken. Na yesramu ye koya yem pesa ye bet mo better atena se akasa John Mahama report to international world. We don't want it to happen that way.
Okay.
Baby said there some way kono ye de beko na no cred egwo no abedadwa ama Ghana ni abatu obi okokoto ma John Dramani Mahama no ya hania bo ho bai.
All right, I know I am Mr. Obed Ahen, one of your former communications officer. Edema a year NDC Amanyokono ewo Bosonche. Ono ena wote ne nka se na ode ejano ensam no egu efom no wo hwe wo brana no pa no wotwena ba pa ho sima no aduonu aha Star Plus television dwumade ya to ne di anopa nsroma ena yesi nkonwa ye de ema wo no